All right, Sean Bormet, it is the postseason. We are just a few days away from the Big Ten championships. But first, I want to ask you about Austin Gomez. Qualified for the Paris Olympic Games with a 3-0 performance in Acapulco last weekend. Talk about how impressed you were with his performance.
Yeah, Austin Gomez, tremendous job down there getting his weight class qualified for the Olympic Games and solidifying his spot in Paris. Tough opponents. Had a real tough, second match with Nick Lee from Penn State, national champ, world team member last year. So real tough match, and he was in a tough spot back against the wall. He was down big after that first period and stayed composed, real composed. Came out, scored 18 points in that second period to actually win 22-12 on a technical fall. But just super gritty, super gutsy performance. He really took over in that second period, just with his wrestling, controlling ties, getting his reattacks off, and just really wrestled well. And then they had another tough opponent, another wrestler from the United States that's wrestling for Canada. Lachlan McNeil wrestled a really smart, tactical match to get his hand raised and solidify that spot. But just super impressive, great performance. And it's a tough stretch going from your college season and the one off weekend before Big Tens. He's down there, with the Olympic berth on the line. So great composure, great performance. Super proud of Austin.
So he is the first current Michigan student athlete to qualify the Olympics. We've got 3 Wolverines qualified in wrestling. I know the college team is the most important thing, but you put a lot of emphasis in the club and freestyle. And how meaningful is this for you and for the program to have these guys having so much success?
This is an important part to the whole formula because, obviously our goal is winning Big Ten and NCAA championships, individually and as a team here at Michigan. And, a lot of the top recruits that have those goals also have goals to win, world gold and Olympic gold medals. And, so that formula has been really important and, just couldn't be more thankful to all the supporters and our alumni and our fan base for contributing, the funding and the resources it takes to actually build this and to see it all coming to fruition. I already have 3 guys qualified for the Paris Olympic Games. We got the European qualifier coming up in early April. We have the U.S. Olympic team trials coming up in mid-April. So we do plan, and the plan is to have more Olympic qualifiers here over the next month. And super excited about the opportunities these guys still have in front of them. But it's a big part of the formula, and I think, from a recruiting standpoint, it's really important, and for us to have and truly show the commitment year in, year out that, we want to help these guys win NCAA titles. We also want to help them make world and Olympic teams and win medals, and we're doing it year in, year out.
All right, talk about the college team. Couple days of training here in Ann Arbor. We leave town tomorrow morning. Couple days of training in Maryland. What does that look like?
Yeah, so this week, pretty light, just fine-tuning some areas. We had a practice Monday, practice Tuesday, and really just kind of getting the guys in here, getting them warm, getting them hot, hitting a lot of just reps in their best positions, hitting them in, situational wrestling that they're going to see for sure, areas that are going to hit in these matches coming up at the Big Tens, but volume's pretty low. Intensity short and sweet, and there's a big premium also on just kind of rest and recovery, making sure these guys are fully charged up physically and mentally. We leave tomorrow morning early. Once we get to Maryland, we'll get a mat workout in, a light mat workout, kind of roll around, get that trip out of our system on Thursday afternoon, 4:00, and then Friday morning, 10 a.m. we'll have another short, just more crisp. Kind of high energy, short drill, weight control workout at 10 a.m. And then that's it for the guys. And it's just a matter of getting mentally prepared and ready to go for the first whistle to start 10 a.m. Saturday morning.
Seeds came out Monday night. We've got several high seeds, a 1, a couple 2s. What do you think about the seeds? Where do you think these guys, sit in the brackets?
I mean, the seedings, it's one of those things. Obviously, you always want to try to get the highest seed you possibly can because that's really that's a reflection of the body of work you did throughout the season. So, the more success you're having throughout the season, the better seed you're getting. But, at the end of the day, we're not really too focused on the seeds. We're more just looking at our matchups, making sure that we are prepared. First round's the most important round, and so we're kind of locked in on matchups in that very first round. And the seeds don't really, they don't really mean a lot in terms of how you're going to place the Big Ten. How you wrestle, how you compete, how you perform in your matches from first round on, that's going to dictate where we finish. So that's more what the focus is on. But I thought, I like our seeds, I like our draws, I like our matchups. Guys are excited to wrestle.
And what's it going to take? What's it going to take to have a good Big Ten performance?
Confidence is a premium. Mindset right now going into everything is super important. I know these guys, coaching staff's done an unbelievable job throughout the season. I know these guys are physically and tactically prepared. Biggest thing going into postseason competition is just being in a great state of mind and making sure that you're mentally ready to perform at your highest level. I think being really hot and ready for that very first round sets the tone. So we got to make sure the guys are hot and ready to go. That very first whistle, that very first round and first match, and that's where the focus has to be. Outside of that, it's just, all 10 guys, little chip on their shoulder, focused, excited to compete, also very relaxed. And that's what we've seen so far this week. And it's, right now we're in that window where there's like time in front of us, but the guys are raring to go. So it's about staying calm. But we are definitely excited to get on the plane and get out there into the arena on Thursday.
All right, Sean, good luck this weekend. Go Blue.
Thanks. Go Blue.